Hello, good morning. How are you all? Hope you are already here. Okay, fine. Okay, so we are done with the families almost. Liliaceae I'm doing. So first, let me give you the characteristic of family Liliaceae. Then we will enter into the details of the flower characters. Okay, because till now I only gave you the habitat and habit. Okay, fine. Let's begin with that. Good morning, all of you. Good morning, Tanuj, Akansh, Tabassum, Chetana, Manisha, Spandana, Kirtana, Sakshi, Rifa, Puja, all of you. Okay, good morning. So what all we discussed is, yesterday I told you some questions I gave you. So I asked you to inform me the answers. And some of you people, they did, some will not, did not do it. So one thing I'll tell you, if at all you are very sincere in doing it, so you are benefited, okay? We are not going to come and check what are you doing anyway, right? Anyway, you must be knowing nowadays all the education system is getting reformed, right? So everywhere there is a need for knowledge subject, right? It's not that somebody will monitor you and make you intelligent. No, it is your inner sincere character, sincere effort to learn is the one which give you fruits, right? So when I say some questions I'm giving you, I'm asking you to write answers, you should do it, okay? So I'll never come and ask you why you are not done or not, because it's for your sake I have done it, right? Okay, let's continue. I gave you family, Solanaceae all characters. Now we are talking about the Liliaceae family. Okay. After this, I'll start with human physiology because today we are going to end this chapter within half an hour. Okay, we are going to start with the next unit, that is human physiology. That's about the human activities, internal functions. Okay. So what is that Liliaceae characters? I told you. How are the characters? What are the? How is the habitat? Plants grow in land, mesophytes there, right? See, whatever I'm saying, you thoroughly keep it in mind that the education means to get knowledge, right? Everything is asides, right? Write the test or you write to get into some professional course and all is the future. Okay? Don't think about all that and spoil the studies. Right? I think a lot of people worry about okay, when I become engineer, when I become doctor, what I become, when I become scientist, not thinking all about that, they lose the subject. Don't do that. Learn the subject thoroughly because it is most important thing for you to get educated, understand the subject, right? So once you understand, the future is there or right over there. The future we are not much bothered, right? To think only about the present subject learning. Okay? There are all others. So many are less today. 45 members only have come till now. Abhigna, Akshaya, Akanksha, Chenbasappa, Dhatri, Napita. Yeah, some more members have to still enter, I think, right? Okay, fine. So Liliaceae plants are belong to family. I joined late as there is no power at home. It's okay. Okay, listen. So we are going to talk about ma'am, start new on Monday because if you start now, there will be 2 days gap if you start on Monday. Arey, yaar, don't worry. When I give you started, you will feel so nice that you will start studying at least in the holidays. 2 days you will study more. You will have some time to go through. You don't think that something new chapter I do it, it will not get time and all. Don't worry about it. Okay? Continue same ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. See, there is nothing like that, right? You learn it, you start studying at home. Okay. Now, what I told you, Liliaceae members, they grow in the mesophytes. They grow around as herbs, small herbs, or some very mainly herbs. They normally will have bulb-like stem, like you are seeing Allium cepa, and also garlic. Garlic also belong to the family Liliaceae. It will also have a bulb-like stem, right? Here I told you difference between garlic bulb and the onion bulb, right? One is called the tunicated bulb, another is called the non-tunicated bulb. Do you remember? Distinguish between tunicated and non-tunicated bulbs? Anyone? Can you tell me the differences between tunicated bulb and non-tunicated bulb? Are you are writing or not? Let me see your writings. Distinguish between tunicated and non-tunicated bulbs. Come on, let me see. Tunicated, Rashmi has read, unit bulbs are covering by single catapult, correct? Non-tunicated have separate catapults. That's correct. Okay. So that's right then. We will now continue with the family Liliaceae and write some of the characters, then we will go there. Okay, correct. Neha is right. Every bulb is covered by separate catapult. Okay, correct. That's right. Good. Good, both of you are right. Okay. So coming to the Liliaceae member, the stem is underground. Actually, it has a flattened stem, but the leaves are of two types. Some of them are thick, fleshy. They store the kind of irritating juice that is forming the bulb-like structure. Then the aerial leaves are green, foliaceous leaves, right? And now I'll give you the flower characters. First, you write this much. Okay, write that family Liliaceae. It is commonly called onion family. Onion family. Onion family. It includes onion, garlic, lily plant, lily flower plant, gottalla? Billy flowers irutte, lily flowers, lily plant, and aloe vera. Aloe vera gotta nimge? I'll write it on the board. Yeah, you have seen aloe vera plant, right? Okay, so family Liliaceae. I told you plants are onion, garlic, aloe vera, and one more plant what I gave you. Lily plant. Okay. Lily plant. Okay. Okay. Now listen. Let me finish off this and then go to the detailed characters because vegetative characters are very few in number. So let me give you the floral characters, the flower characters. So inflorescence, I told you it is a umbel inflorescence, umbrella-like inflorescence, umbel, right? Each flower, if you observe, it looks like this. 3 perianth lobes inside, 3 perianth lobes outside, 2 whorls. There will be a gynoecium like this, and the anthers are attached to the perianth lobes. This I told you yesterday. Hope you remember. Right? Did you draw this diagram yesterday? You have drawn it? I think so. Right. So whenever you observe it, what are the characteristics? They will have small stalk, they are pedicellate flowers, and I told you the inflorescence will be like this, na? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so many flowers will be growing like this. Like the small stars like flowers. Okay. And this is actually a racemose inflorescence. We call this as the umbel inflorescence. It's a type of racemose, and at the base you get all their bracts. They are all bracteate. Everyone will have a bract on the base. It's a bracteate flower, right? So coming to the floral diagramal formula. Diagram when you study, you get the stem axis here. I told you the position of the stem axis, floral stem axis. First 3 whorls I write. First whorl is outside. 3 members I am drawing. But here you are not distinguishing as calyx and corolla. All you write the same way. Because these are perianth lobes. These are not calyx or nor corolla. They are the perianth lobes. This is one at the base. Totally 3 outside and 3 are inside. Okay. This is how they are arranged. They are present on valvate estivation. And coming to the sepals and petals, they are free. The anthers attached to the perianth lobes. Anthers are in the same line. Only perianth lobes are in different line, like this. Correct? They will have basal big bract. Okay. Then centrally there is a tricarpellary syncarpous ovary. Yesterday I think you have drawn this diagram. So this is the ovules are in an axial placentation. This is a simple diagram. I hope you can understand. They are all perianth lobes. Floral diagram. Did you understand this? Okay. Then how do you write the floral formula? Floral formula, what you write is, it is actinomorphic. Okay. It's actinomorphic. You know actinomorphic structure. How to write? Actinomorphic, bisexual, perianth lobes 3 plus 3. Anthers, they are 6 in number, attached to the perianth lobes. Gynoecium, tricarpellary ovary, syncarpus superior. This way. Right? I hope you understood how to write now. Without me giving also, I can write it. Okay, that's okay. Flow diagram formula, I'll give time to draw. Okay. Bract is there. Yeah, we have to write one more bract also here in the floral formula. BR1. BR1. This is floral formula. Okay. Flower diagram you have drawn, no? Write the floral diagram and formula also now. Yeah, bracteate. BR1. I have written bract. Draw the flow diagram and formula. written. Why are Sujal? What is why? Sujal, what is why? Don't tell Andreno. Not done only should tell me. Because you are not finished. We just said done, ma'am. Okay, it's okay. If you are not done, anybody is not done, you tell me now. Done? Okay, write down. Correct, have you written it or not? Did you write all the characters of the family? No, write down. Family leniency. It is one of the monopod family. It is one of the monopod family. It includes the plants like onion, garlic, all that you have written, lily, etc. Next, habitat. These are mesophytes. These are the mesophytes. Next, habit. Habit. These are normally herbs. These are normally herbs. With underground stems. Modified as bulbs or rhizomes. Underground stems are modified as bulbs and rhizomes. Next one, root system. What type of root you will get here? It is fibrous root system. Okay. So the example you write Allium cepa only. Write the heading Liliaceae baride correct. Example Allium cepa bardidralva. Then continue it. In onion, continue it in a habit. In onion, adventitious roots develop from. In onion, adventitious roots develop from disc-like stem. Disc-like stem. Next, stem. Side heading, stem. It is herb-like, thin. It is herb-like, thin. Sometimes modified into disc. modified into disc. Next, leaves. Leaves are of two types. Leaves are of two types. First one, underground scaly leaves. Underground scaly leaves that are filled with acrid juice. That are filled with acrid juice, ACRID, acrid juice. They form the bulb-like structure. They form the bulb-like structure. Next, foliaceous leaves grow above the ground. Foliaceous leaves grow above the ground. Above the ground. They are normally simple. They are normally simple. Foliaceous leaves ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಾ spelling ನಿಮಗೆ? Foliaceous leaves. Foliaceous leaves. Drawing ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. Foliaceous leaves grow above the ground. They're simple and I told you they'll be tube-like thing ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ವಾ? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ colline leaves. CAULINE. Colline. Colline leaves. Simple colline. With parallel venation. With parallel venation. Next, inflorescence. Inflorescence. It is of umbel type. Umbel. UMBEL. Umbel type. In umbel type in Allium. Allium. In Allium. It's a type of racemose inflorescence. It's a type of racemose inflorescence in which flowers grow almost near the tip of inflorescence axis. Near the tip of inflorescence axis. In bunch. And form a umbrella-like structure. Form an umbrella-like structure. Then next, right? Flower. It is bracteate. It's bracteate. Actinomorphic. What is the merus nature? Tell me. What is the merus nature? Trimerous. Okay, right now. Bracteate, actinomorphic, trimerous, bisexual, and hypogynous. Next, perianth. Tepals are 6. Tepals, T-E-P-A-L-S, tepals. Tepals in the perianth lobes is the tepals. Tepals are 6. Arranged in 2 whorls of 3 each. It's a complete now. Arranged in 2 whorls of 3 each. Arranged in 2 whorls of 3 each. Next. Tepals resemble like petals. Tepals petals Tepals resemble like petals. Therefore, they are called petaloid tepals. Petaloid tepals. Petaloid tepals. Next. They are arranged on valvate estivation. Next, androecium. Stamens are 6 in number. Attached to the perianth. So if it is attached to the perianth, what we call as, it is called epiphyllus. Andre stamens attached to the perianth athwa tepals. Stamens attached to the tepals is called as a epiphyllous stamens. Epiphyllus. Next. Gynoecium. It shows tricarpellary syncarpus superior ovary. With ovules arranged on axial placentation. Fruit, fruit is a capsule. Now capsule it is actually dry dehiscent. Capsule is one capsule fruit tricarpellary ovary. Three carpels are there now. They are the ovules. The capsule is a dehiscent fruit. It may dehisce at the septa. In a septal dehisce arbitrate, you get 3 carpels separated. 1, 2, 3. This is called as the septal break. Septicidal capsule. Septal break. Suppose sometimes it may break at the locules. Locules. Our seeds are exposed. This is a loculicidal capsule. Loculicidal, it breaks at the locules. Locules will break. It is seeds are exposed, and if it breaks at the septa, it is the wait. First, septa will break. They are intact. The seeds are inside. Did you understand? Right, adding fruit. It is a capsule. It may be septicidal or it may be loculicidal. It may be septicidal or it may be loculicidal. Okay, we are doing loculicidal, septicidal. Meaning loculicidal bardo and idella bracket septicidal first points. It's a capsule. It's a type of dry dehiscent fruit. It's a type of dry dehiscent fruit. That dehisces in septa so that locules remain intact. Locules remain intact. Next. septicidal capsule. It's a dry dehiscent fruit that dehisces at the locule area, and expose the seeds. Okay. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ. ಯಾವ ಚಾರ್ಟ್? ಫ್ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Where are you going to add it? Under which fruit you add this? Yes, dry dehiscent ಅಲ್ಲಿ legume follicle siliquar ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎರಡು ಟೈಪ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಸೆಪ್ಟಿಸೈಡಲ್ ನೊಕ್ಯುಲಿಸೈಡಲ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಸೆಪ್ಟಿಸೈಡಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲೊಕ್ಯುಲಿಸೈಡಲ್ ಅಂತ ಎರಡು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. What criteria does these two belong to? It belong to capsule. Capsule is one of the fruit. It's one type of the fruit. It belongs to capsule. Capsule ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಲೊಕ್ಯುಲಿಸೈಡಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಪ್ಟಿಸೈಡಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. Then next, right? Plants of economic importance. Plants of economic importance. First one, alien zebra. Second one, Allium sativum. Third one, aloe vera. Next one, asparagus racemosus. Asparagus racemosus. Okay, ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ medicinal plants. Medicinal plant, it is aloe vera. Okay, used in facial creams, and it is orally consumed. for piles. For piles. Bharadra, it's orally consumed for piles. Then allium sativum is garlic. Garlic. Allium sativum is garlic. Then, okay. Now we'll talk about the next subject. This is over now. Okay. What is over? The entire morphology of angiosperms is done. Okay. Now we are going to talk about the next part from zoology. I will start. Okay. So as you were saying, we'll do some other day, Monday, and all. Don't want. We'll start off today only about human physiology. It's the most important and interesting chapter. All are interesting, but this becomes more attached to you because it is directly your own story, right? So what is the human physiology? It is the study of human functioning, right? System functioning, like how we digest, how you respirate, how you breathe, how you circulate the blood. All this come under the group. What is this group? That is physiology. So human physiology. In this, you are studying digestion, respiration, circulation, excretion, nervous system, and locomotion. Right? So we are going to talk about what is the common name for aloe vera, asparagus, racemosus. Common name is aloe vera. Nam kade ella aloe vera ge lole antare, lole sara antare. Ee kade yen antare neevella yen anta gottilla nange. Lole sara antare. Common name illa aloe vera ge. Asparagus ge asparagus antare. Okay, common agidre ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಲೋವೆರಾ ಒಂದೇ ಉಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಚಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, then will you leave that now? We'll start a new thing. ಸರಿ, ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕಿದೆ. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ? ಝುವಾಲಜಿ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೀರಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬೇರೆ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಬರೀ ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೇಜಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಒಂದು ಅಂದಾಜು ಹೇಳಿ. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಪೇಜಸ್ ಯು ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿ? ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ. ಒಂದು 50ರಿಂದ 80 ಅರ್ಧ ಬುಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬುಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಜುವಾಲಜಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಜುವಾಲಜಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ ತಲೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. Right now, let us begin with the first chapter in this, that is digestion. We will not waste time. Time kadme ide. Already we are in almost end of August, madhya bandbitidini, right? Time matte niಮಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಉಳಿದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ end ಗೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ let us not waste time and all. We are going to continue with the syllabus. Okay, first chapter ಅನ್ನೋದು 2 separate books plus 1 book for NEET. ಹೌದು ಬೇಕು. 1 NEET book ಬೇಕು, 2 separate book ಗಳು ಬೇಕು. ನೀಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ 100 ಪೇಜ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಸಾಕಾಗ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನೀಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. when I'm explaining the regular things only, I'll say that this is for NEET, this is for the board ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಲ್ವಾ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಲೆ ಕಟ್ಸ್ಕೊಬೇಡಿ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ 0.8%. Okay, done. We will have to now maintain another 200 page notebook for zoology. ಅದು ಸಾಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ನಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಸಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಬುಕ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ, those who are in second year now, you can ask them. They wrote around 200 pages, 3 to 4 books they have to finish. ನಾನು ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ, EPL ಬುಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಹೇಳೋದ್ರಿಂದ you require more and more big books, right? Another book is required to you. Okay, done then. Let us begin with the first under human physiology, digestion. So digestion is the process of breakdown of complex organic. See, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಬರೀತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎರಡು ಪೇಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಹಿಂಗೆ 2 ಶೀಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿ. ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಒಂದು, ಡೈಜೆಷನ್ ಏನೇನಿದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಷನ್, ಹಿಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಈ 2 ಶೀಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಒಂದು ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಬರೆದು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ we are going to start with the chapter digestion. So digestion is the process of breakdown of complex organic food into simple organic food by enzymatic hydrolysis. Understand? Enzymatic hydrolysis ಅಂದ್ರೆ enzymes ನ ಹಾಕಿ break down ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ enzymatic hydrolysis ಅಂತಾರೆ. So before we start the process of digestion, we need to learn the diagram of digestive system in human beings. This is the most important thing. 5 mark ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದು, ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so let me begin with the structure of the digestive system in humans. Okay, so you have to draw properly. I will try to manage in this place to finish the drawing. Okay, let me start with the face. Okay, observe when I'm drawing. Don't keep on enjoying here and there, just watch how I'm drawing. This is the face of the man whose digestive system I'm drawing. Then I will draw his front portion now here. Just turn to that side. Okay, so here it is a nasal area, nasal tract. This is the mouth. Together they open in pharynx. First part of the pharynx enters into the respiratory tract with the voice box. Back portion comes back. This is the esophagus. Passes through the chest area. To the chest. Almost in the center it forms the stomach. The structure like a, what do we call? It's looking like a small bowl or boat shaped structure. Will come down, join the intestines, large intestine. This is a large intestine, bigger one. Small intestine enters inside and will be coiled, highly coiled. Like this, it will be coiled within. So you show the coiling properly. Don't show just like this and all, don't draw. Okay, draw it properly so that it look like as if there is coiling of the tubes. It will join the large intestine. This is the large intestine. The first part of the large intestine swollen. We join this portion where there will be an appendix with the large intestine. Okay. Then this is a small intestine, inner part. The large intestine will move in different directions and then comes here. This is the anus. You can't see anus is a male anus. Okay. Slightly I take it up so that I can accommodate all the organs. Okay. This is the one. This is the large intestines down portion. Enter here. Here is the anus. You should draw like this, accommodated. All I am accommodating here, right? So major structure I have drawn, and then you need to draw this in examination. So I have drawn all of them. Then I will draw some of the glands here. Major gland I am drawing is the liver. Second gland I am drawing is the pancreas. Together they are opening in the first part of the intestine. This is the pancreas, the leaf-like structure. This is the liver with the duct called bile duct. It runs behind this. It's an umbrella-like structure. Okay. So let me label them, all of them. I will erase this because I have no space much of this. Write the heading digestion, and you need to label the digestive system in humans. So first is the mouth. Write capital letters better. Then this is called as the pharynx. Pharynx. And here there is a common opening of the pharynx between the respiratory and digestive tract. You find a flap called as epiglottis. Glottis. This is called as esophagus. Esophagus. This is the stomach. This is the pancreas. This is liver. And this is the large intestine. This is the small intestine. First part of the small intestine is called duodenum. Next part is called as jejunum. Last part is called ileum. Together it is small intestine. Small because it is thin, not very small. It is around 28 feet or so. Right? Then this is the large intestines. This portion is moving upwards. It is called as ascending limb. The transverse limb. This is transverse limb. Transverse limb. Then this is moving downwards, right? This one is called descending limb. Together we call this as the large intestine, or we call it as colon. And the last portion where the fecal matter is stored, this is called as the rectum. And the opening is called anus. This drawing is important for 5 marks for you. Gallbladder ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಗಾಲ್ ಬ್ಲಾಡರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಲಿವರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಐಡಿ. Ma'am, I need to buy a new notebook today for zoology. Can I write points in rough sheet? ನಿನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು, ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Right heading digestion. Cecum is this portion. First is main ಬರೀರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ರೈಟ್ ಮೇನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಮ್ಮ ಬೀಗ. Where is gallbladder, where is cecum ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ನೀನೇ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡು. ರೈಟ್ ಅಪ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ರೈಟ್ ಅಪ್. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಸುಜಲ್? ರೈಟ್ ದ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಇನ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದೇನೆ ಅಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಸ್. ಮೇನ್ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಇದು ಸೀಕಮ್ ಇದು ಗಾಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡರ್ ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಲಿವರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಬರೆಯಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೀರಿ ಬಿಡಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡಿ ನಾನು 30 ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಬರೀಲಪ್ಪ ನಾನು ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ right heading digestive system in man draw it finish drawing no or yes okay no write it right heading digestive system in man human beings 5-mark question draw and label colon ಇದು colon 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 Can we use different colors to write? You can use colors, but adre pen use madidre answer barala. Ashraya. If you use some colors of pens, you cannot erase. You can use some pencils, I think. Crayon pencil tarad use madabodu. Pens, no, it's difficult to erase it because they are drawings. You don't use pens. Don't draw the diagram in such a way that body bit ಆಚೆ ಕಡೆ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಡಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈಸೋಫೇಗಸ್ ಕತ್ತತ್ರ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್. ಬರ್ದಾಯ್ತಾ? ನೋ ಅನ್ನೋರಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೀರಿ, ನೋ ಅಂತ. ಬರ್ದಿರೋ ಸುಮ್ಮನಿದ್ ಬಿಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬರೀರಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಇಸ್ ಅ ಮೇಜರ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. Okay, waiting for the people who are saying no. Done. Abhigna done. Toshita, Abhigna. Draw neatly. Among 55, only 50 have come today. Abhigna is done. Labeling done. Draw label in capitals. I'll erase. Shall I? Okay. So let this be on the board. You write some points on this. Write down digestion. It is a process of breakdown of complex organic food into simple organic food through enzymatic hydrolysis. Enzymatic hydrolysis. enzymatic hydrolysis. Bharadra, next, right? Digestive system in humans. Digestive system in humans, right? Huh? Human digestive system is divisible into two parts. First one, alimentary canal. Second one, digestive glands. Alimentary canal, and second one, digestive glands. Right, I'm side heading alimentary canal. It is a long tract called gut. That runs from mouth to anus. Mouth to anus. It is divisible into following parts. First one, mouth. Second, pharynx. One below the other. Third, esophagus. Next, stomach. Next, small intestine. Next, large intestine. Large intestine. Rectum and anus. One below the other. Rectum and anus. All in line to right. Rectum and anus. Okay, done. Okay, now let's begin with the first one. Later I'll give you other things. Okay, finish this much. Okay, one more thing you will write about the digestive glands. Second one, right? Digestive glands. Digestive glands are of 5 types. First one, salivary glands. Second one, gastric glands. Third one, liver. Fourth one, pancreas. Fifth one, intestinal glands. Intestinal glands. Right, 5 glands. Gastric glands, liver, pancreas, and intestinal glands. Finished writing? Okay, then. So let's begin with the structure and physiology of digestion. Hengagate, yav part left agate anta helkondu hoಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, starting with the mouth. Let's start with the mouth. Time ideyalla ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 15 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇದೆ. So mouth. Okay. Whenever you talk about mouth, it's the first part in which food is taken in. Andre it is ingested. Food is ingested, right? Whenever you talk about the mouth, let me draw the structure of mouth so that you will understand what are the parts of mouth. Okay. First, whenever I'm drawing, you just keep watching how I'm drawing. So I'm drawing slow, so down, straight. This is the upper lip. Then this is the lower lip. Okay. Here I will draw the tongue. This is the tongue. Okay. Then this is the tongue. Here is our pharynx. And here our soft palate will be there, which hangs down like this. This is soft palate. Here you get the hard palate. The one which is felt here, right? On either side of this hanging part, you get tonsils. Okay, and on the tongue, you get number of papillae. Therefore, the tongue papillae, right? These are in the form of round papillae here, and there are some elongated papillae at the sides. In between, you get the fungiform papillae. Therefore, the papillae they contain taste buds, right? And then I didn't draw teeth, right? Let me draw the teeth here. This is the tongue. This is the lower lip. Here are the teeth. Not so big gap. Little gap will be there. These are the incisors. 4 incisors. Canines, side ones. Premolars. And molar teeth. Okay. Premolars and molar teeth. And here in the upper area also we will get the teeth. Incisors, 4, canines, premolars, and molars. This is how it is, right? This is the mouth. Right? This is the lower lip. This is the upper lip. This is the opening through which you will take in food. It is the pharynx. This is the hanging of the soft palate. It is soft palate hanging. Na? We call this soft palate hanging as uvula. This is the hard palate. This is the soft palate, which is coming from either side. It is the soft palate. Okay. This is the tongue. These are the tongue papillae. They contain the taste buds. This is the teeth. First one, it is integer. I will write. Slightly sharp one is called as a canine, small c. These are the premolars, and at the end you get molars. So this is the dentition. Okay, and the gap between these two is called as the vestibule. That is, after the thing now you get here, that gap is called vestibule. Okay, done. Right heading mouth and draw this. Draw the mouth, open mouth. Ma'am, today's class is interesting. Very good. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹಂಗೆ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಚಲಬಸಪ್ಪ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಶುರುವಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಾಟನಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದೇ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾಟನಿ ಖುಷಿ ಆಗದೆ, ಬಾಟನಿ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ರಾದರ್ ದನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಓದ್ಬೇಕು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ, isn't it? ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಟೇಲ್. ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. ಡೈಜೆಷನ್, ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಷನ್ ಬರೋ ತನಕ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಬಾಟನಿ ಅಗೇನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬಾಟನಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಮೋರೋವರ್ ಅದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಅನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೆ ನೀವೇ ಬಾಯಿ ತೆಗೆದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Did you draw this? ಯಾರು ಮರೆದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿ. ನಾಟ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಬರೀರಿ. Those are not written, not yet. Okay, draw it. Chandana is still writing. Rohan is writing. Rohan Gowda, 2 minutes he's saying. ಟೈಮ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಬರೀರಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಕತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. Finished, huh? Sir. So listen, in this drawing you can observe very clearly the cavity between the tongue and the lips is called as the vestibule. Okay, understand the idea? Listen, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಓರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಓರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಇದು ವೆಸ್ಟಿಬ್ಯೂಲ್. ಟೀತ್, ಚೀಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಿಪ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರೋದು ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದ ವೆಸ್ಟಿಬ್ಯೂಲ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ವೆಸ್ಟಿಬ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ we will be studying in the mouth all the parts. You once check your own thing about the tongue. I'll first talk about the tongue. Okay, time ide na munche heli. Tongue is the highly motile muscular organ of the mouth. What is the function of tongue? Tell us tongue again. ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಬಡ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೇನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಟೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಏನೋ ಯೂವುಲ ಪಕ್ಕ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಇವಳು ತೋಷಿತಾ ನಿಯರ್ ಯೂವುಲ ಇಸ್ ದ ಟಾನ್ಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾ ಟಾನ್ಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ವಾ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇನೆ ಟಾನ್ಸಿಲ್ಸ್ these are tonsils this is uvula ಇದು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಇದು uvula on either side ಇದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದು tonsil tonsil is the lymph gland Badra okay speaking mixing of the food with saliva and tasting the food correct rotate the food while eating right imagine when you are eating the food put the food here you will be chewing it how to rotate it you need a spatula like this if there is no tongue is the one which helps it for movement right verbal activities like talking speech it helps in talking helps in mixing of the food very good it helps in swallowing ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಟಂಗ್ ನ ಅಪರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಟ್ ಗೆ ಒತ್ತಿರಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ ಆವಾಗ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಸೊ ಟಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಮೌತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀರಿ ಟಂಗ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವೇ ಬರೀರಿ ನೌ ಆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಟಂಗ್ ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಹೈಲಿ ಮಸ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ present in the mouth cavity helps for all functions baridi are you writing speech tasting the food mixing the food with saliva and swallowing did you write it correct baradra mouth nalli first tongue kelsa idu okay done so it's time again Monday ಇಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಹೊಸ ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ ಜುವಾಲಜಿ ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಏನು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಸುಮಾರು ಒಂದು 30-40 ಪೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ 30 to 50 pages minimum take place you have EPL also I am giving it extra for you okay fine then see you bye bye enjoy holidays weekend okay then see you bye bye done great weekend you too dear all of you have a great weekend happy weekend thank you bye